Hey there, this is Beardfoot, and today we're making the chocolate wallet from leather. As always, print the pattern, cut it out, and transfer it onto our leather. We're using quite thin wedge tan leather this time. It's around 1.5mm or 4 ounce thick. Usually we start different, but this time we also need to glue on some pieces first before we do all the dyeing and the overall process itself. So we got these little rectangles from quite thick leather that we want to glue here on the flash side, as well as this little closure strap here. I cut a piece of foam in the exact size that I need to apply all the contact cement. And then we just apply the contact cement. After all pieces glued in place, we moisten the piece from both sides. And then use a bone folder or similar tool to press in these lines from the top side to get this rectangular chocolate bar shape thingy, you know. With some decorative stamps we can give it some more details, as well as adding some lines with the same tools as before. Also we need to punch a few holes. The edge here is quite rough and still not beveled, but you can keep it like this for the moment. Next we want to dye. I use my airbrush as pretty much always and start with a light brown base coat and then add a color that is named conveniently chocolate. With some sandpaper I remove some of it on one direction where I want to have the light coming from, so it's like the reflection. And light this up, and then also with some white acrylic paint I even improve this effect. We get some leather finish all over the piece to protect leather, paint and dye. On all the edges that will stay for themselves and are already beveled, you can also apply it and use the moisture for burnishing. These are all the pieces that we got. We got the base piece, we got all these card holder pieces, smaller and bigger ones, and also the coin pocket pieces. This piece we need to be from chrome tained leather. In this case it's suede. With assembling we start with the biggest piece here. On the flash side we want to glue on another layer of thin leather just to give it more structure. Add some contact cement and then glue it in place. After doing the first half and before doing the second half, partly bend it so later on you have an easier time bending it all the way. Also make sure that you got all the edges glued in nicely and then roughly, still roughly, cut off all the excess. And this area will every time be a bit tricky because you do not want to cut in the closure strap. So take your time, carefully cut in, and at some point you can just rub away the excess fuzziness. Now we need to cut through all the sewing holes and the round holes again through the layer that we just glued on. And also we can add our first part of the pressure button here. Also I want to have the option to knot this wallet onto something, so we got this little lash here that you also attach with rivets. For the coin pockets, we need our roughly cut into shape suede piece. Mark on it where to place some contact cement on the edge, and then glue on the edge from wedge tanned leather and cut off all the excess suede. With the rotary tool, we want to thin out 3 of the edges as much as we can, just for cleaner visual reasons. And then we glue this part on the other coin pocket part here, but only on the 3 edges that we thinned out. This edge stays open, so that's where the coins go in. So we want to sew this now, just this part, after cutting through all these sewing holes again, and then only sew this short edge, for the moment at least. Now the other 3 edges we want to glue on the next layer here. So rough up the leather a bit so the glue sticks better, then put on some contact cement and glue it in place. And again we want to start sewing a bit, but again not everything, but only this edge here. The same edge we want to clean up a bit with a rotary tool, re-dye it and burnish it. And then we want to attach it to our bigger wallet piece. Again, rough up the leather and put on some contact cement and glue it in place. And this time we can sew it for real, like this. For the card holder we got these 4 identical pieces and we want to sew them on there in this order, like from the right to the left. And then attach this in the end. But first, sew them on, and then again gluing with roughing up the edges all the way here around, and in between putting on some glue and stick them. And then we glue it to the big body as well. Keep in mind that between applying the contact cement and sticking together are always at least 10 minutes. And then we can sew everything. Easy. And now the bite mark is missing and all the edges are not clean, and that's what we take care of now. Cut away all the excess, use a round hole punch or some wooden carving tool pieces like this to get in the bite mark. Use the rotary tool to clean up the edges, bevel them, re-dye them and burnish them. Moisten the center inside and then you can bend, fold it. Make sure the edges align and then really fold this inner edge here. Also, we need to apply the second part of the pressure button. Make sure it fits easy and not too tight, and then put it in. And that's it for our chocolate wallet. I think this looks quite cute. It's useful, it looks nice, but people don't expect it to be a wallet. So be cool with it. The coin pocket is pretty minimalistic, but I wanted to keep it as flat as possible. And here you can see what's the idea behind it, how to use it. And I would barely use it in this wallet, so I wanted to keep it simple and flat. A very similar version of this pattern I used also to make this phone case here, which is empty because I'm using my phone to film this, like right now. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video. Let me know what you think about this down below in the comments and see you guys next time. Have a great day.